What's up, everyone? How's it going? It's Andrew from Double AMA here, and today we're gonna talk about the future matchups I'd like to see on after UFC 309. It's Jones versus Stipe Miocic. I basically want to discuss some of the matchups I like to see from the main card. I think it's mainly just the winners. I think maybe one loser. We'll talk about that when we get to it. But before we get to that part of the video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel. We grew a lot since I started posting a lot more. We just hit 250 subscribers today, which is very monumental to me. It means a lot. I work and I study, and I do this on my free time whenever I have time. And obviously I have the goal of one day making this a viable source of income for me if I could do this all the time, because I love MMA so much. The dream is to become maybe a media member one day or something along those lines. I like to be like the next Nina Drama, but I just be better because I'm not gonna have my titties out and shit. But yeah, one step at a time, and to hit 250 subscribers is absolutely huge for me. Thank you to everyone who's supporting me and subscribing to my channel, watching my videos. It means a lot. And let's keep going. So you guys are new around here, be sure to subscribe. Let's keep hitting those milestones to 300 subscribers next. Come sooner than later. But alright, let's get back to the video. The first fight I want to talk about is Mauricio Ruffy versus Lontop. Obviously, Mauricio Ruffy won. It was a little bit more competitive than we would have thought, but it got the job done. And for his efforts, I don't think he deserves a ranked opponent just yet. I think he needs one high-level fighter out of the rankings. And for me, I think it will be a banger fight. Me personally, let's see him versus Ignacio Bajabundes. Both of these guys right now are on a 2-fight win streak in the UFC. Both of them are having electrifying wins. They're both putting on shows for fans. And I'm both not in the rankings. So they both fought recently, similar time wise. Ignacio Vagabundes, he fought in at the Sphere in September, and obviously Ruffy fought this weekend, so only 2 months apart. So timeline wise it could work out, and I think the winner of this most definitely should earn the number 15 spot, because who's number 15 right now? RDA. And all respect to RDA, he's a legend and everything, but I think he just blew his knee out against Jeff Neal last month, and he's gonna be in no position to fight for a while. And he was fighting at welterweight, so get him out of the lightweight rankings. And I think the winner of this fight can be number 15 at the bare minimum. And this gonna be a very fun fight. Both guys are very awesome. I think you guys would like to see this fight. I know I would. So matchmaking angel going to work. The next fight I want to talk about is Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig. Obviously Bo Nickel dominated the fight, not in a fashion that we wanted to see. As fans, we want to see bro dominate, ragdoll, destroy, show why he gonna be the next champ. He was just kind of amateurish in there, but all things considered, his striking is getting better, I guess. I think he was looking for the knockout the whole time, and he just didn't find it. But I think the next matchup for him is against Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva's on a skid at the moment. Sorry, I think I'm coming down with a cold or something. But Bruno Silva's coming is on a losing skid for a while. He's a pretty decent name, he's been a gatekeeper for a lot of people. And I think he's almost done with his career and everything. Saw him fight. I forgot who exactly he fought. I think it was at the Abu Dhabi card. But he looked like trash. I think Bo Nickel should fight someone who's a decent name, but it's trash. That way he can, dominate them round one finish and get his star power back. And I think Bruno Silva is a good candidate in the middleweight division for that. It was pretty hard to find some random good name person who's not that good, and I found this guy. So why not? Let's see it. It could literally be anybody else though. It doesn't really matter. But this is the one I came up with. Hopefully Bo Nickel can just bounce back, get the hype back. If not, whatever. You know, he'll grow eventually and get them top fights, but you know, obviously it's a bit way away. Even Dana White said so himself. And then we reached the co-main. We got Charles do Bronx versus Michael Chandler. Very dominant fight from Charles do Bronx, except for bro cheating in the last round and almost stealing the fight. But luckily, my boy Charles dug deep and stayed in there. And as far as Michael Chandler, I think this is the fight to make. You know, I know bro lost, and maybe Conor doesn't want to fight him no more. But in my opinion, if I was Conor, I'd be like, yeah, I'll fight him again. Why not? Because he looked like easy money on the feet, dude. I think if Conor is any like similar to how he was before he like got injured and everything, this is a very easy fight for him to win. I think he can get it done, and he probably like it would be very big for. I don't know what's left for Conor McGregor though, because he's wanting out of his contract and like probably want to fight on Big KFC because he's the owner. He could pay himself whatever and just boost that platform even more. So if he's only here for like 2 more fights, just make it a good time, not a long time. So you know, just have fun with Michael Chandler. Maybe fight like do Bronx at the end. Hasta la vista, homie. Yeah, cause like I don't know what's left for Michael Chandler. You know, he doesn't deserve anybody like ranked above him anymore. Please, like he's been fighting like so many ranked like top lightweights for a while. Either this or he has to fight down the rankings considerably, like maybe like a number 11 or something like that. Maybe like give him Paddy Pimlet or something like that. I don't know if Paddy will win this, but it'd be pretty cool if he does. You know, some options, but you know, obviously this is the fight that we want to see. We have unfinished business. They have to finish the story here. Tough goes to 31. Never had a fight at the end, and you know, why leave loose ends? And then obviously Charles, he should fight the winner of Arman and Islam. To me, this is a new Charles. He looks smarter. After the interviews, he said that he had like a torn knee, and because of that, he couldn't really get his striking going, this and that. He also said he was actively looking for the finish, but you know, didn't like try to waste energy in places he didn't need to, which basically means he's fighting smarter. And you love to see it. Bro's getting up there in age. He's 35, which you know, the 35 curse. But he's also looking pretty good, so hopefully, you know, he can win this, whoever he fights against. I know he'll probably go into it as a betting underdog. He always does. But I favor his chances more after that performance than before. Hopefully, you know, this is not because he fought like the literal dumbest fighter in the division in Michael Chandler. But you know, hopefully that skill translates to these high level European guys too. And I love to see it. You know, in a perfect world, we see Charles get his belt back and, you know, sail off to the sunset. Might go forever. But, you know, we'll just see. And then the main event, Jon Jones, pound number 1, the GOAT of the UFC, versus Stipe Miocic. It was pretty bad. Jon Jones brutalized an old man in there. And Stipe retired, so there's no point in even seeing what he's going to do next. And for me personally, I think Jon Jones should get that legacy fight against Alex Pereira. Both of these guys are absolutely huge in the UFC right now, probably the biggest stars in the UFC at the moment. Jon Jones only wants to do things for his legacy, and I think this would be kind of huge for his legacy, another big name. Alex Pereira is nowhere near the GOAT of the lightweight division, because I don't think anyone will come close to Jon Jones' level, what he did in that division. But you know, he's been the most successful champion since he vacated that belt. And then obviously this is a pretty intriguing matchup. Both are pretty similar in size. And if imagine Alex Pereira wins, he gets to become a triple champ, and that would be huge for him. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. He has to fight Tom Aspinall. Come on, guys. Like, you guys thought I was really gonna do that. This is interim champ. It's crazy that this fight did not happen. And like in the octagon, Jon Jones was like, yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe you guys will get what you guys want. And then he goes to the post-fight interviews, and he's like, nah, gang, that's not gonna happen. It's either Pereira or nothing. And you know, the only optimism we have for that fight is that Jon Jones says, I just want a buttload of money and I'll do it. And Dana White's like, I'll do whatever it takes to make this fight because it's gonna be the biggest fight at heavyweight. And I hope that's true because, man, dude, this fight's gonna be so fun. Jon Jones, like, you know, albeit that he fought Stipe, but he looked very good in there. He looked very fast, very like game. And you know, I'm not saying he'll beat Tom Aspinall because Tom Aspinall's a beast, but he'll make it like at least a little bit more competitive. And you know, if he beats Tom Aspinall, then I guess he's just the undisputed GOAT. Like, you know, yeah, drugs, this and that, but like, as far as I'm concerned, he's clean at the moment, and when he's clean, he's looking pretty good too. And like the resume itself, you know, it's very hard to argue against. You know, I know people like to pick up points that he fought middleweights, this and that, but like all things considered, it's a pretty good resume, and you got to give that respect where respect is due. Yeah, he's a horrible person, and like he is ducking Tom Aspinall, but where it's worth, he's, you know, doing pretty good. So yeah, that's gonna be all the matchups I want to see at post UFC 309. If you guys agree with my picks, let me know down below. If you guys have different choices, let me know down below. But this has been Anderson Double MMA, and until next time, peace.